And we're going to cut across to visuals of Narendra Modi, in fact, sharing the stage. I beg your pardon, it is Nitish Kumar and Lalu Yadav who are sharing the stage in Hajipur. There, that photo opportunity. Remember, the two leaders begin campaigning for the Bypolls, which will be held in 10 crucial seats on the 21st of August. 25th of August is when the results will be announced. They are in partnership with the Congress Party. JDU and the RJD will be fighting about 4 seats each. And there is a lot of talk about how their vote bases are completely different. But the very fact that these two leaders have come together after nearly 2 decades is something, and it's also a sign of really the kind of challenge that they view Narendra Modi and the BJP to be in the state of Bihar. These by-elections, though only for 10 assembly segments, is being viewed as a semi-final for the assembly elections which will be held next year. A massive, a very crucial realignment really taking place in Bihar. The two leaders of the JDU and the RJD are going to start campaigning, their joint campaigning today. We have Rohit joining us on the phone line for more on the story. Rohit, it's but obvious that the media is going to go really into a frenzy over this very crucial photo opportunity.
Well, absolutely very crucial photo opportunity, and the visuals which we are seeing on the screen would have been unthinkable till this general elections, that both the arch rivals Lalu Prasad and Nitish Kumar holding on and waving to the crowd. So these were unthinkable visuals, but all these have become possible because of the poll drubbing that the parties have gone through in these elections. RJD being reduced to 4 seats and JDU being reduced to 2 seats in Bihar because of the Narendra Modi factor and the upsurge of BJP in the state. And that is why, because of the Narendra Modi factor and BJP, both the parties have been compelled to come together and form a grand alliance with Congress also on its side. And these 10 seats where by-elections are going to take place is like a litmus test and a semi-finals before the assembly elections take place in the state next year. So very crucial alliance that has been formed, and it will be really a litmus test and we'll come to see whether the people of Bihar vote for this grand alliance or whether they are still riding high on the Narendra Modi wave. So crucial alliance that has been formed. We are seeing both these leaders, Nitish Kumar and Lalu Prasad, are holding on to each other. They think that they can now crush the BJP in the state, but obviously all these will come to know only on 25th of August when the results for the 10 by-election 10 seats come.
Rohit, how really is the joint campaign being planned? Because we understand that the traditional vote bases of the Kurmis and the Yadavs are two rival communities. So it will be interesting to see how this joint campaign has been planned and what are the areas that they will be visiting.
Well, as far as the caste combination is concerned, in fact, at this time it seems that it is a potent caste combination that has been formed with the Muslim and Yadav supporting Lalu Prasad Yadav, and also Nitish getting the support of the OBCs, the EBCs and the Mahadalits in the state. So it looks like at the moment a very potent caste combination. And as far as the vote share is also concerned, both these parties together in these general elections got almost 45% of the vote share. So that is why they think that if they form an alliance together, obviously they can defeat the BJP in the state. And as far as joint campaign is concerned, today these two leaders will be addressing 2 joint rallies, one in Hajipur where they are already present, and another is in Mohidun Nagar, that is in Samastipur district. And on 17th of August, again these 2 leaders will be sharing the dais for the 3 other seats. 3 other seats. So on 17th of August, once again, these 2 leaders will be together. So altogether 5 places where they are going to address a joint rally.
Rohit, there's been a lot of posturing by the BJP, but on ground, should they be taking this threat seriously?
Well, at the moment, the BJP is showing a strong face. They are saying that nothing is going to happen. They say that there's still the Modi wave in the state, and obviously they'll be riding high on the Modi wave. But as far as caste combination is concerned, obviously Bihar is a deep caste-rooted state, and obviously voting has taken place in the state on the basis of caste. But in the general elections, we saw that all the caste combinations fell flat in the state, and obviously people voted for BJP in the state because the NDA combined got almost they got 31 seats in these elections. So BJP as of now are putting up a brave face. They are saying that nothing is going to happen, and they are also saying that Nitish Kumar is all set to revive the Jungle Raj too in the state, because 15 years of Lalu Yadav, we saw that was called the Jungle Raj phase 1, and now the BJP is alleging that Nitish Kumar is all set to establish and initiate the Jungle Raj too in the state.
Rohit, things really have come a full circle, haven't they? The significance of these two leaders sitting together and campaigning for the candidate.
Could you repeat your question, Avira?
Rohit, a lot of history also involved, is it not, between these two leaders who are sharing a stage? We're looking at those pictures coming to us live from Hajipur. A lot has gone down between those two leaders. A lot has been said in the past, and they're sharing a stage after 20 long years. What I'm trying to say is a lot of history that is involved between these two leaders. Is that not?
Well, absolutely, a lot of history is involved, because, and to be precise, it is almost after 23 years and not 20 years that these two leaders are coming together. They were together till the 1990s. After that, they parted ways. Nitish Kumar formed the Samta Party, and later the Janata.
Rohit, I'll have to ask you to hold your thought there. We have Sambit Patra of the BJP joining us on the phone line for more on the story. Sambit Patra, the two leaders who we are looking at on our screens account for about 45% of the combined vote share of Bihar. Should the BJP be worried?
I believe BJP is not worried about the losers get-together that they are having today in Bihar. I mean, in fact, we faced the election very recently, about 2 months ago, the results of which was declared. So I believe there's not an iota of worry for the BJP. But ironically, right now you said that 45% of the combined vote stands for these two parties. But where were these votes when they were contesting the elections in 2014? They have only exposed themselves that in order to gain power, diametrically opposite ideologies can also share stages.
Mr. Patra, posturing by the BJP, I understand that, but between these two leaders, they have covered the vote share of Yadavs, the Muslims, Kurmis, OBCs and Mahadalits. Surely there has to be some re-strategizing as far as the BJP is concerned as it goes into these very crucial by-elections.
As far as the by-election is concerned, Mr. Amit Shah, the newly elected president of Bharatiya Janata Party, only day before yesterday, reiterated that we have to be extremely ready. We have to be well prepared for all the 4 states elections that we are going to see very soon. And as far as the vote combinations of the caste combinations that you were speaking of right now, I would say people of India are extremely prudent and intelligent. They know the kind of government they have elected in the center is a government which looks after them, the government which is performing. And that's the reason as to why they will see to it their vote does not go waste in these by-elections, and their vote goes to a party which will perform.
All right, regardless of what Mohan Bhagwat says, I believe the BJP is still reposing its faith in Amit Shah. Thank you very much, Mr. Sambit Patra, for speaking with us. That historic photo opportunity there of Lalu Prasad Yadav and Nitish Kumar sharing a stage in Hajipur.